guys, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we are going to be finishing up the plastic pearl once and for all. So we have to do the functional steering, functional throttle cable. We are going to use this to put a tilt on the motor. And then we're going to have to run lights and switches and cup holders and all that other fun stuff. So this isn't bad. This is the stuff that I like to do. So I think first, as far as getting the motor to tilt, because I just think that's cool. Useless, but cool. I think I'm going to drill a hole somewhere down here so I can prop the rod through. And I might be able to just slide it right on this metal. Or I might have to build a bracket. I don't know. I'm going to cross that bridge when I come to it. Obviously, I'm going to have to make a mount for the piston off of this. So, yeah, I'm glad this is all finished. But hey, at least if you're going backwards, that's a direction. So, let me assess this situation. I'm going to cut a hole and we're going to see if we can get this thing working. After fighting with my hole saw, we finally have a hole. So basically, this pneumatic piston is going to go in here and it's just going to push out on the shaft and it's going to have to slide. So I have an idea for a bracket. So let me just make that and see if this works, because if it does, then I have to figure out a way to mount the back. So let me get on this. Okay, so this is how I'm rolling. I took one of the brackets that they give you. This is what they look like originally. And I cut it down and I put a different hole in it. Took a piece of 2-inch exhaust pipe, cut it in half, welded it to that, and lined the inside with Velcro. So this is going to end up going right there at the bottom. And it'll be able to pivot as it pushes out. So now I got to figure out a way to mount the back, which is going to be welded off of this, I'm sure. All right, so here's how she's looking. We just welded some 1-inch by 3/16 rod onto here, right to the back. I'm not worried about this going up and down because all the movement's going to be pushing in. And this is solid as shit anyway. And did we make this serviceable? Well, no, because now there's no way I can get that pin out of there without cutting this. But that's no big deal. We ain't even worried about that at this point. Now we're going to hook power up to this and see if it actually works or if I'm actually going to be cutting it off. I think it'll work though. All right, we're wired up. Here's the switch we're using. Just, up, down. Kind of like this, power window. It's like $6 off Amazon or something. And all we need to do is connect power to this. And then we'll see if it works. Probably going to mount it up here somewhere. Haven't really figured out what I'm doing with the switches or whatnot. But I'm going to cross that bridge when I come to it. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Let's hit the button. And there it is. That's max throw right there. But you know what? That's all I need. I am quite pleased with this. Not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be the harder part. The rest of this is gonna fly. All right, now I'm kind of stuck. So I think I'm gonna finish this up and wire it all in place. But in the meantime, I'm waiting on cup holders. I gotta drill through these holes so I can get a little drill in here and bang my way that way and bang my way that way through the walls, because I didn't drill it beforehand. And shouldn't be that hard, but my cup holders aren't going to be here probably for an hour, according to Amazon. So maybe I'll start on the throttle. All right, you know what? Before I go taking this all apart, I got to do the kill switch also. I should probably fire this motor up because I haven't even tried it yet. So takes 200 milliliters of oil. I'm just using 1030. Motor comes with this nice little cup, so I'm going to fill this up, drop her in, throw a little gas in her, and we're going to fire it up. All right, I don't think we need much fuel. I don't know which one of these is on. We're going to start there. So, I believe this has a primer bulb. Yep. Let's get some gas in this. You can see there's none. Oh, there we go. Choke it. Let's see if it makes some noise. Need more gas. Well, it's definitely on. Oh, almost. Oh yeah. She appears to be running. Okay, moving on. I almost forgot. I bought a kill switch. So I'm hoping to just wire it straight in there, and let's see if this works. May or may not. And if it does work, I don't know how much to cut the motor off. I'm gonna have to plug in little things, but we'll figure that out. Oh, the fuck? Oh, perfect. Perfecto. Try it again. We're good. All right, so I have had this cable set. There's like 3 or 4 cables in here. I've had it in my drawer for about 10 years. So I think we have the little tiny end that goes in there. However, we're probably going to have to cut a slit in that because we're going to need that adjuster. So let me take this off of here and see where we can go. I don't really know about that spring, but whatever. All right, got the cable off, and as you can see, it has a very, very, very tiny end. The new cable has a little circle and a little bit bigger piece of lead. But I can grind that lead down. I'm not too worried about that. Here's the problem. I'm going to need this end. And I need it with a slit in it so I can put it over this cable. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in my backyard. I have a couple of old bikes. See if I have an end that's open like this. And if not, I'm going to have to get my Dremel and perform some surgery. Very, very carefully. So yeah, let me work on this. Good news, I found some. Bad news, they are larger than this. So these obviously will not fit into the carburetor, but I think I'm going to need them later on. So stole them off my kid's bike anyway. So let's cut this and get this piece off. Operation Slice was a success. So let's get this cable in. Well, if it were easy, anybody would do it. So this cable is just slightly too big to fit in the slot. So I'm going to grab the Dremel and the sander and make this a little tiny bit smaller. Baby steps, but we'll get there. All right, cup holders came from Amazon. And this is important because now I can actually get in here and drill through, get into the bow and the stern, and run wires, cables, lights, anything I got to do. So I think I'm going to hook up the trim. I'm probably going to punch through like right around here or so. Right in the middle. Run the cable for the throttle. Still got to figure this out, but I'm working on that. And run my kill switch up to here. So I'm probably going to go here with my switches. Seems like a good spot. And yeah, let me get going. Also, in case you're curious, this here on that side doubles as a cooler. And I can fit an 18 pack in there. Yeah, I did the math real quick. All right, well, I got my drill in there, but I should have checked because the battery is going to be tough too. And then I got to connect them and then I got to get a drill bit on it. So yeah, this is going to suck. Because my little guy, it don't have enough stank to go through plastic. Freaking Ryobi. Alright, I got through. All it took was an extension, a Christmas tree, and a 90-degree, and I was able to just barely get in there and make it. So I got the hole in the front, hole in the back. Let's get some stuff ran through. Here's where we are. We have 3 holes. One is going to be for the throttle, one is going to be for the kill switch, one's going to be for the trim. So now I just got to get a line snaked from here over to here where I went through. And for that, I'm going to use a magnet. So, I'll show you in a second. So here's how we're going to navigate this little issue we have. We have some fishing string with a little nut. Going to drop the little nut in there. Get in there, buddy. Let it fall. Then we're going to pull it up and find it. We got it. Now we're going to drag it around to where we need it. And I know it's right over here. So now we're going to reach in and try to find it. Should be fun. Turns out it was easier starting from the front and working towards the back, but we achieved our goal. So let's start running some shit through here. All right, time for an update. You can see we're all done in the back, except for the lights. I ended up running the throttle cable in here. Now it's coming out right here for right now, but let's listen up. We have a kill switch, and we have our button hooked up. So yeah, pretty happy about that. So yeah, we got to figure out something with the throttle, but that should not be a big deal. Sounds like something to weld, if you ask me. And then after that, after throttle, steering. So yeah, let's get on this. Actually, let's clean this up. Well, it is a new day here working on the Pearl, and I made a little board last night and put some lights in. Now I did have to go magnet fishing to get the wires out, but I have them all sticking out. We're going to be throwing in some toggle switches here, so I think we're going to go bilge pump, because I doubt I'm going to really need that much, horn, and lights. And unfortunately, I bought a bunch of on-on switches, but that's not a big deal. I'm not going to return them for on-off ones, so we're just going to make do. So all I got to do is just jump a wire from there to there, and it'll be fine. So let's get this started. So we're going to be using these quick releases here. You know, they just snap together. And we're going to use those on the back because we're going to be running the anchor light on the top of the mast. And we're going to be using them on the horn because this piece comes off. So definitely want a quick release there. So I'm going to get this wired up into the switch and then we're going to try the lights. Although the anchor light's not going to be on that yet. At least we'll see how the fronts work. Okay, first switch is all wired in. That's just up there temporarily, but check it out. Oh, I think that's going to work. So I think next I'm going to wire up the bilge pump and then the horn. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I am fucking thrilled to be putting away the fishing line. Because snaking these wires sucked. But we are all done now. So here's my control panel. Obviously, I already showed you that that works. The trim, well, we know that works. We have here bilge pump. That I'm just going to snake out over here, but I'm waiting until I put my C-deck down. We have our lights. That is going to go up on the top of that mast. I'm actually going to run inside my house and start wiring that up. And yeah, these are bright, man. Like really bright. And finally, we have the horn. Now the horn is not staying here. I plan on drilling a hole in here and recessing this into the cannon. So here's the horn. Yeah. So let me get this all polished up real quick. All right, so here she is in all of her glory, but let's see how she'll look at night cruising down the lagoon. And that's just the boat. It's actually lighting up the garage pretty well. But man, these are bright in the front. Glad I went with those. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, Amazon came through again. So we got this cool little knife. What do you say we reshape it a little bit? See a little mark? We're going to cut that off because we have a little hole right there and we have a little slot right there. So I'm going to reshape this knife, make it a little shorter, and I'll show you where we're going with this. All right, now we have a little bit of a shorter knife. So now we can put the knife in the sheath and we clear that hole. So let me show you what we're going to do. Okay, here's how she ended up. Let's give her a shot, shall we? Yeah, she's anti-theft. I am calling that a win. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. I am waiting on some parts, so I cannot do the steering. So the next video will be the wrap-up video on this, where we get a fully functioning steering wheel. And in the meantime, we're going to jump over and start the rub and tuggy, which, as you can see, we already started it. There's the top. There's the bottom. We'll get her done. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like, any of that stuff that these successful YouTubers tell you to do, and get off the couch and get in the garage.